Good morning, everyone. We apologize for starting this session late this morning, about 35 minutes. Um, Before we begin, I'd like to ask everybody to stand for a moment of silence. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to your Senate chamber this morning. Today is our first day, fourth regular Senate session, August 8, 2024. It's exactly 10:40 a.m. in the morning. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babalta, Senator Cruz,
Here.
Madam President,
Here.
Senator Hapschneider,
Gay.
Senator King Neighbors,
Here.
Senator Manglonia,
Present.
Senator Manglonia Donald,
Present.
Senator Manglonia Paul,
Here.
Senator Mendiola.
Here.
Madam President, 8 members are present, 1 absent.
With 8 members present and 1 absent, we have established the necessary number to conduct our session this morning. We have enough for quorum. And also, let the record reflect that Senator Babauta is hereby excused this morning's session, and Senator Carl Neighbors is joining us online. And for the viewing public, we are live on cable TV channel 23 and also live on the CNMI Legislature's YouTube channel, which will be shared on the legislature's Facebook page. And assisting us this morning is our Senate Legal Counsel, Antoinette Villagomez, Senate Legislative Assistant Jolene Duenas-Tagabuel, IT Manager Jonathan Diaz, and Sergeant at Arms Benjamin Terlahi, and our Senate Clerk this morning is Dolores Bermudez. Thank you for helping us this morning. And moving on now to item B under public comment on the agenda. We are now open for public comments. If anybody out there would like to make a comment on the agenda items this morning, please proceed. State your name and the entity you are representing. And if you have a written comment, please give it to the Sergeant at Arms so we could make it part of our session today.
Good morning, Madam President, all the honorable members of the Senate, and the people in the back. I'm here in support of HB 23-97. I'm the acting chair of the CPUC, and it's a vital bill, and I pray for its passage for the betterment of the commission. I'm also here to congratulate a great lady and a great future Secretary of Commerce, my friend Remy Malfinis. Thank you, Madam President.
Can you please state your name on record? Thank you.
Jack Angelo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Angelo. We're still open for public comments. Your name and the entity you are representing. Thank you.
Good morning, Halfaday Zantiro, Madam Senate President, Ms. Edith De Leon Guerrero, Vice President Donald Manglonia, Floor Leader Corina Babauta, Honorable Senate members of the 23rd Northern Marianas Commonwealth Legislature. For record purposes, my name is Jean-Paul B. Regis, Special Projects Coordinator under the Office of the Governor. I was tasked by Special Assistant for Administration, Mr. Oscar M. Babauta, to represent the administration. And on behalf of Governor Arno I. Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David M. Apateng, I thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today. I'm here to extend the administration's appreciation and express our gratitude to you, Madam Senate President, once more, and to your Committee on Executive Appointments and Government Investigations, chaired by Senator Selena R. Babauta, and members, for your unwavering time and effort in reviewing and examining our previous and most present nominee here today. This afternoon, you'll be entertaining Senate Standing Committee Report 23-95, the appointment of Ms. Remedios C. Mavnas to serve as Secretary for the Department of Commerce. Your untiring commitment and dedication on behalf of Acting Secretary Mavnas completes the administration's departmental activity head submission, and the executive branch is ready to fulfill its demands to serving our great Commonwealth. Again, Madam Senate President De Leon Guerrero, and to you, honorable members of this Senate August body, Governor Arno I. Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David M. Apatang extends their sincere appreciation for your generous and favorable consideration on behalf of our nominee here today. Thank you, si Jesus Mosi Zanhiliso.
Jesus Mase, Mr. Regis, for your comments this morning. We are still open for public comments. Is there anybody else? Please state your name and the entity you are representing, if any. Thank you.
Good morning. Buenos dias, Tiro. Madam Senate President, Senadora Corinne Magofnia, Honorable Senators from Rhoda, Tinian, and Saipan. My name is Joseph Mundo Castro. I'm here with the blessing of my wife, Julita Camatsu Castro, to extend our support to the nomination of Remy C. Mafnas to be, hopefully, with your blessing, kinenibendisyon medyo, dyan conforma para i-Secretarian Department of Commerce to be confirmed with your blessing to the Secretary of Department of Commerce. I knew Remy from the village of San Roque. Igwelok ko, dyan gwelon niya gininasatan mami, as gwelon niya as Manet, defunto as Manet Diaz de Castro. Dyan si gwelon mami as Vicente Diaz de Castro, Chumelo. Sumaga jo San Roque, gitempo na nagagaygi, igwelon niya. Law, Bepoli parentela yung banda, dataatan ni profesional. Utungo si Remy nasinya at sogwi chicho niya como sekretary ni Labor. Para atan iyon niya table of organization, dyan itaw-taw niya, i-function niya. Jati duda jo nasinya at sogwi chicho niya. Parewa alo ni kahita, dyan hijong ikahita na inatan. Manunggi jo, gas Remy, nakapas, dyan golf, na mag-golf esti iparatali, persona gini ni Island, itanota, intermenti Northern Mariana Islands, pamaganzi ni Magalayita as Honorable Arno I. Palacios, dyan ni segundo Magalay as Lieutenant David Mundo Apatang, para usaw now, mansedbi, sumedbi, Magalahi, dyan ni segundo Magalahi, ne po makumpli, po masedbi, intermenti publikon Marianas. Gineneno, ugagago, fabot, na inconforme, sin dinida, dyan gintatan po character dyan ofa, gitimpoku, gipolisiya, tazay ningoko, bababidanya. Ja antes sa loki de bedingo, Fera di asagwa as Julita Camatsu Castro Familyang Pakpak, gaiga giniloki itsilu sagwa magang na po sa potta ipriman mami as Remy Mafnas. Itsilu as Rodrigo Mundo Castro, dyan sagwa niya as Pangfang Castro. Kinineno, manunurab din na senador, ugagago Corazon Mizu, yumid din na Corazon Mizu, jasin hafa na detensyon, inconforme, dongkulo na si Jesus Masi, para todo samjo.
Jesus Mase, Mr. Castro, Nezomo comment? Buenos dias, Jesus Mase. We are still open for public comments. Is there anybody else that would like to make a comment on any of the item agenda? Okay, we are officially closing the public comment section of this morning's session. We are now moving on to item C for reading and approval of the journal. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, we have Senate Journal 23-34, third special session dated June 7, 2024 on our agenda for adoption and approval, and I move for its adoption.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Journal 23-34 and has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays? Senate Journal 2334 is hereby adopted. Moving on to item D, messages from the governor. Clerk?
Madam President, we have 14 on our agenda, 23 to 98 to 311.
Any comments from the members? None. Moving on to item E, communications from the judiciary. There's none. Communications from the heads of executive department on item F. Clerk?
We have 4 on our agenda, 2376 to 79, Madam President.
Comments from the members? None. Moving on to item G, communications from the House. Clerk?
We have 3 on our agenda, 23 137 to 139.
Any comments from the members? Moving on. Item H, communications from the Senate. Clerk?
We have 18, Madam President, 23 472 to 489.
Comments from the members? None. Moving on to item I, communications from the Washington delegate. There is none. Item J, unfinished business. There is none. Item K, pre-filed initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. And I shall introduce myself, Senator Edith De Leon Guerrero, under Senate Commemorative Resolution Number 23-06, to congratulate all athletes and officials who participated in the 2024 Micronesian Games for their outstanding performance and proudly representing the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Moving on to item L, introduction of bills, initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. Recognize Senator Donald.
Thank you, Madam President. Formally introducing an unnumbered bill to establish a special medical facility permit to allow physicians licensed to practice in a foreign country to practice medicine at the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation and for other purposes.
Thank you, Senator Donald Maglonia. Any other senator? Moving on to item M, reports of standing committees. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under item M, we have one committee report, Standing Committee Report Number 23-95 from the Committee on EAGI, reporting on the executive appointment of Ms. Remedio C. Mofnes as the Secretary for the Department of Commerce. Madam President, I move for its adoption.
Second.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report Number 23-95, and it has been seconded. Any discussions from the members? None. Clerk, please call the roll. Senator Jude Hofschneider.
Just a typo error on the committee report. I signed off on it already, but I just wanted to go on record to just make a very minimal amendment to the statement that I made in support of the designee. And that is on page 13, part 25, Roman numeral part 25. And that it was expressed by Senator Hofschneider that he had introduced a legislation that aims to redefine the water rates for commercial livestock producers, period.
Thank you, Senator Hofschneider.
And Madam Press, further to just to clarify that the current statute, and it can be included in the final product of the journal. It is the current statute right now that any commercial farmers or rancher producers, it's in the law that they don't pay taxes to the gross revenue tax on the first $20,000, and anything in excess of that, they pay only 1% to the gross revenue tax. That's what I was trying to do on this part here. Just want to make that clarification. It's important. Thank you, and I move back. I yield.
Thank you, Senator Hofschneider, for the clarifications, and we shall note to make those corrections properly. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
I'm good.
Senator King Neighbors,
Yes.
Senator Magofnia,
Yes.
Senator Manglonia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonia Ko, Senator Mindona,
Yes.
Madam President.
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-95 is hereby adopted and confirms Ms. Remedios C. Mofnes as the Secretary for the Department of Commerce. Short recess, please. We are back from the short recess. Now we are back on the agenda on item N, reports of special conference committees. There's none. Item O, resolution calendar. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. On item O, we have Senate Commemorative Resolution number 2306 on our agenda for adoption and action on the calendar. So moved.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Commemorative Resolution number 23-06. It has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays. Senate Commemorative Resolution number 23-06 is hereby adopted. Moving on to item P under Bill Calendar, I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under item P on the agenda, we have one, House Bill number 23-97 to amend certain provisions of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission Act of 2006 and for other purposes. Member, I move for its passage.
There's a motion to pass House Bill number 23-97. It has been seconded. Any discussions from the members? Recognize
Chair.
Senator Paul Manglona.
Yeah, I have copies of a proposed amendment. Believe members have copies have been provided with the amendment. And I would like to, at this point, offer this as an amendment. I so move.
Is there any second for the proposed amendments? Okay, there's a proposed amendment on House Bill number 23-97. It has been seconded. Any discussions from the members on the proposed amendments? Recognize Senator Dennis Mendiola.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like for this amendments to just be stated out loud so that we can just get a clearer look on a lot of the striking out of the language and some of the new inputs. Thank you.
Okay, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator
can I
Dennis
ask
Mendiola.
for a short
Recognize-
recess? Very
Recess,
short
please.
recess.
Short recess. Back from our short recess. And if there's no further comments from the members on the proposed amendments, recognize Senator Paul.
Thank you, Madam Press. And the copies that the members have shows that there are 10 amendments as originally presented to the members. And just so that we're absolutely clear, number 2 and number 3 shall be deleted. The amendments in your copies. Delete number 2, number 3, and renumber the rest accordingly. This is a provision by the House, and in our meetings, we had agreed to amend that, but after further deliberation with the committee members, they agreed to keep intact that provision of the House version. And so the amendment would be just number 1, and then go down to number 4, which then becomes number 2, and number 5 becomes number 3, and so forth and so on. So that's the pro amendment, and I just want to say that the reason for the purpose for this 2397 House bill, I believe that because of the provisions that we are amending, that we need to amend today, there hasn't been a rate petition process by CPUC since 2016, as mentioned by the acting chairman, because there hasn't been any quorum since that time until just last year. And so with this financial and operational capability we are giving them with this amendment, I believe that will provide them with the capability to timely handle this rate petition in the near future. And I quote Chairman Angelou on that. And so I believe that the provisions here, one of the key provisions, because Senator Dennis was asking what are the major provisions here, and I guess if we read it, you need to refer back to the bill. But so I just summarize that one of the key points here is that when they submit their budget originally per the House version, it's just for informational purposes. But with this, I believe it gives either house the opportunity no later than 30 days before the end of the fiscal year to disapprove. So if one house disapprove, automatically it triggers that they go under last year's budget level. But if PUC works with the House and the Senate, of course, it will then proceed forward, and that will be deemed approved if there's no rejection by any house. And so just want to point that out. I guess the other amendments are as provided, or somewhat self-explanatory. We just include also a language for the public auditor, the standard 1% language that is there for the public auditor. Thank you for this motion, which has been seconded. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Paul, for your comments. And now recognize Senator Dennis Mendiola.
Yes, thank you, Senator Paul. And I just wanted to make sure we clarify that. I think it's a great amendment, but I just wanted to make sure that we state this out and ensure that our constituents that are watching are familiar of what are we striking out in the bill itself. And I do agree with the bill because it'll entice a commission or a full body so that we can actually promulgate those rules. So I just wanted to make sure that we clarify that on here. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Dennis Mendiola. Any other comments from the members? Okay. All those in favor with the proposed amendment say aye.
Aye.
Nays? The proposed amendment is hereby adopted for House Bill number 23-97. I now recognize the floor leader to make the proper motion. Recognize Senator Paul.
so that I did not include this earlier, but so that there's no confusion. But I would like to offer one very simple amendment now, and it's just to add the words legal counsel under on subsection 8406A to include that they can hire a legal counsel, as was discussed in the committee also.
Thank you, Senator Paul, for making that clarification. No further discussions on the amendments? Okay, one more time. All those in favor say aye. Nays? The proposed amendments on House Bill 2397 is hereby adopted. I now recognize the floor leader to make the proper motion with the, as amended.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I offer a motion to pass House Bill number 23-97 as amended to amend certain provisions of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission Act of 2006 and for other purposes. So moved.
Second.
There's a motion to pass House Bill number 23-97 as amended and has been seconded. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz? Senator Cruz? Senator Hofschneider?
Good.
Senator King Neighbors?
Yes.
Senator Magofnia?
Yes.
Senator Manglonia Donald?
Yes.
Senator Manglonia Paul?
Yes.
Senator Mindiola?
Yes.
Senator Cruz?
Yes.
Madam President?
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes, House Bill number 23-97 as amended hereby passes the Senate. Moving on to item Q, petitions, memorials, and miscellaneous communications. Clerk?
President, we have 9 on our agenda, 23-194 to 202.
Any comments from the members? None. Moving on to item R, announcements. Members, recognize Senator Donald Manglonia.
Thank you, Madam President. Just to inform the members of the Fiscal Affairs Committee that the CHCC budget hearing will be moved to the 15th at 1:30. And then at the request of a member of the committee, we are going to reschedule DLNR to the 26th. Time will be announced at a later date. And so we won't have any meetings scheduled for tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Donald Manglonia. Any other announcements from the senators? None. Moving on to item S, I now recognize the floor leader for the proper adjournment.
Thank you, Madam President. I offer a motion to adjourn this session subject to the call of the President.
There's a motion to adjourn this session. It has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays? This session is hereby adjourned.